Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Lima Monica and I'm excited to do this video today because I know this video is actually going to be pretty much longer than my regular videos. I'm trying not to make long videos, but I think the content of what I have to share today is going to be really long, but I'm struggling not to make it so long, and not boring. Today's topic will be about 20 things. Um, 20 things to always remember. I made a list. It took me the whole week to bring out this list, and I just had to do it while I was at work. Every day I had to sit down and try to recall the things that affect me as an individual. And I think that other people are facing the same challenges, or struggles every day. And this is not really directed only for females, as my videos are mostly to encourage or empower women, with our everyday struggles and the things that we should keep at the back of our minds as women. But this is like for every individual, male, female, father, mother, child, anybody. I The list might be longer for other people, but I think these are the most important 20 things that I try to always remember every day. I don't remember all every day, but I make it a duty or a point of focus to try to think of these things as a person and the things that affect me and how I will feel if I were in another person's shoes, how they'll be affected, if they were not thinking of these things on my list. The first thing on my list is, first of all, life on its own is really hard. That every day we get to struggle with our individual demons in us, our struggles. And I know that it is not the grass is not greener on everybody's side, and everybody's struggling to make ends meet, and every day's hurdles is a challenge every blessed day. But I feel like the first thing on my list, which I think to me is priority, and that everybody or every human being should put at the back of their mind to always remember, is God first in all you do. It is self-explanatory that God should always be the first thing when you wake up from bed, the first thing when you think of a project to do, the first thing when you want to embark on a journey, the first thing when you want to eat, the first thing when you think of doing anything that is challenging in life. God should be at the center. You don't need to make a 10-minute prayer or a 5-minute prayer. Just telling God that you are the ultimate and I give glory to you, and this is all. I'm trying to do this. Be part of it. Direct me, show me the way, and show me the path. God first in everything you do. Just acknowledging that God has to be first when you arise from bed or when you retire back to bed. It's very important, you know. When I get up from bed, sometimes I'm running late to work. What I do is, even when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, God, thank you. Father, Lord, thank you for making me waking up from this bed. Not everybody's privileged to get up from bed, but we take it for granted that because we are up, it is our right to be up in the morning. But we forget that there is an invisible power, master, that has made us to rise up from bed. The second thing on my list is prayers with no hard work is foolishness. We all want to be something tomorrow. We all want to be entrepreneurs. We all want to be business women. We all want to be engineers or something. We want to be stars, celebrities, own something tomorrow. But we forget that we need to put in a lot of hard work and then let the rest be handled by God. We just sit and we say, oh, Father Lord, I want to be a celebrity so bad. Take control. But he doesn't see the control that we are taking on our part. We cannot let him take every control when he's not even seeing the efforts we are putting in. So I feel like, telling God every day, I want to be something, and He's not even seeing the strength of which you want to get it. He's not seeing the desire, the passion, the energy in which we're putting in to get whatever we so desire. I think to me that's foolishness, because you're just sitting on your chair, on your bed, behind anywhere, and just saying that because God is the ultimate, and if I tell Him that I want to be this, He's just going to make it at the snap of your fingers. So prayers with no hard work is foolishness to me. You need to pray hard. If you're going for an exam and you say, God, help me to pass, what are the efforts? You're not reading, you're not putting an extra effort on subjects that you think that you're weak on it, and you just want God to bless you. The third thing on my list is give not to be given back. This is something that is so pertinent with a lot of people, a lot of people. People like to give to people that they know that they can benefit from tomorrow. I don't think it's really something that is genuine to do. Give not to be given back. Give because you know that you can give. Give even when you think that what you have is not enough to be given. People think that they only have to give when they have a lot. People think that they only have to share when they have a lot. People think that they only have to give out when it is the rest of what they think that is not useful to them, or the remains of something that is not important to them. People give to people that they think that tomorrow they will be beneficial to me. When you give, it's God that is blessing you. You're not giving, it's not man that is blessing you. The person you're giving to might not even bless you back tomorrow, or might not even provide for you tomorrow, but somebody else from nowhere, not related to you, has never crossed your path before, will be blessing you in probably tenfold than you had even given before. But we have this mentality. I know a lot of people, I personally, I know a lot of friends who want to be friends to people, other friends, because they are probably from a rich background, or probably because they have a better job than other friends, or they want to hang out with this set of friends because they think that me hanging out with this friend because she has something beneficial to me, and this other person doesn't have anything to give me back tomorrow, it's worthless being a friend to this person. Give not to be give not to be given back. I'm not saying that you giving is a waste of time, or I'm just saying that give with a purpose, that you are giving that brings delight and joy in your heart. You're not giving because you want that tomorrow this person should give you back. Your blessings and your rewards come from God and not from man. That is as simple as that. It's self-explanatory. If you're doing something for somebody, do not expect the person to do it back for you. Let it come as a surprise. Let it come out of the blue. Don't do it because you're expecting a reward back from that person. That is how we expect a lot from people, and we end up so disappointed and hurt, and do a lot of things because we're expecting so much on this person, because you had once helped this person, or you had given this person because you knew that tomorrow this person was going to turn around and do the same for you. The fourth thing on my list is be sure to always be accountable for the things you say. We say a lot of things that we didn't mean to say them this way. But when it backfires back to you, or when it comes back to you haunting you, you're like, oh, I didn't mean to say it this way. Oh, you read it this way. We are all humans. We are not God. Only God alone knows what is in your mind, how your mind is read, what you're thinking. And we all have to know that before we voice out anything, it has been premeditated. It has been thought before, had long before it came out. That is something you've been sitting on. You didn't probably have the right time to say it, but an opportunity came and you said it. And then you should know that your words are very important, how we bring them out. Whatever words you use on people, know that it's always going to be accounted for, and you have to be able to stand for it. You have to be able to account for those things you said. If you have to say you're sorry, you genuinely have to be sorry for it. Don't say you're sorry and you're trying to explain again the reason why you're sorry. It's not genuine anymore. And you should be able to back up. If you say something, and if you tell somebody something, even if it's in the heat of a moment that you're arguing or you're quarreling, be able to be accounted for the things that you've said. because it will come back to you, and you will want it not to look at you like you're the bad person or you're the victim. You should be able to be accounted for the things that you say, be it good, bad, ugly, or messy. You should be able to account for the things that you say. That makes you to be able to stand out on the point that you're trying to say. If you're trying to say something, even if it came out the wrong way, don't say that I didn't say this because of this or that. Because we always give reasons that I tried to say something like this, but it didn't go this way. And it's not our fault that you brought it that way. We only perceive or receive the way it is being read or being said. Nobody is in anybody's brain to be able to say that, oh, because she said so, she didn't mean it that way. The fifth thing on my list is do not tolerate disrespect from anyone. People are good in disrespecting people a lot. Disrespecting privacies, disrespecting your personality, your individuality, what you stand for, and things like that. Do not tolerate disrespect from anyone. Because when you start tolerating people to disrespect you, they start looking at you like, I can toss you around. I can say whatever I want to say to you. I can do whatever I want to do to you, because I've been doing that for a long time and you've never done anything. I've been saying that for a long time and you've never done anything. You've never retaliated back. Disrespect is not acceptable for anybody to do that, be it your age mate or somebody who is above you, because respect is supposed to be mutual, be it from father to mother or father to daughter or friend to friend. Do not allow anybody to disrespect you, disrespect your work, disrespect you as an individual, disrespect your family, disrespect your hustle. Do not allow anybody to disrespect you, because it is your life and nobody is accountable for your life but you alone. If anybody has to disrespect you, you need to put the person on the check and say that you don't pay my bills, you don't give me oxygen, you don't feed me, you don't do anything for me. The only person that is accepted to give an opinion upon my life and upon what I do on earth is God and not man. Because you are to be judged by God and not by man. But we are full of judgment. Trust me, we judge a lot. And we judge and we don't take a second to look at the mirror and say, oh, I'm judging this person. What if I was a person in these shoes? What if I was going through what this person is going and I was judged the same way? I was disrespected the same way. I was called names the same way. How would I feel? Number 6, be grateful every single day for the things you have or do not have. I had to keep my paper down for this one. Gratefulness is something that is not seen every day. People say they are grateful sometimes, but they don't prove it, they don't show it. The things that are going on earth, like on earth in general, the whole earth is crazy, but we do not take out the time to be grateful for the little things we have. Just to have shelter, just to get up every day healthy. Imagine when you go to the hospital just to do a regular checkup, not because you're sick, not because you have any deadly disease, not because you were in an accident, but you go to the hospital every day and you see people lying down, dying, people who have been in really serious car accidents, people who are having terminal ailments like cancerous diseases that have no treatment, and you still go to the hospital, do those checks, come back, and the first thing you're doing is you're crying, you're lamenting, you're full of worries of probably, what am I going to eat tomorrow? What am I going to wear tomorrow? I don't have a new pair of shoes to go for this occasion. But yet you have a closet full of dresses and shoes. But you're worried about a new shoe that you don't have. But you were just on the hospital seeing how people are fighting and battling with their lives. We are not grateful that we even get up every day and go out to hustle. We spend 365 days of our lives complaining, never thanking God that, thank you, Father, just for what I have, and still thanking you for the things that I'm still to have, even though I haven't even seen it or I don't even know when it's going to come to me. We need to embody this attitude of being appreciative of the little things we have, being grateful. If you're not grateful enough, don't expect God to even add to the small or the little things that He has already given you, because you're only showing Him how ungrateful you are. And you only want things bigger in a space of time without being patient, without taking out the time to take the baby steps to know that everything in life has its time, has its moments, and has its seasons. We keep wanting more. We keep wanting to have a lot without knowing that there are people out there that don't even have the things we have. There are people out there that are looking just to be in the houses we live, be it a mud, a brick, a cement, or any kind of house that we are in. We have a lot of people sleeping in the cold on the street. We have a lot of people who have gone days without eating, but they are still surviving, and they are still saying, God, thank you for making me see another day. Gratefulness is something that has to be part and parcel of our being. It's something that you need to live for, you need to breathe for, you need to speak it, you need to talk about how grateful you are for everything, for being the way you are, for being beautiful, for being able to see, talk, hear, eat, listen. People have food they can't even eat. People don't even have food, but they are still grateful. One more of you who has everything. You're healthy, you have food. It might not be the best food you want to eat in 365 days, but at least you have something to eat. That is enough reason for you to be grateful. You're alive. You're up every blessed day in the morning. You're healthy. That is something to be grateful for. You don't need to have a mansion, 5 cars, or to be married, or to have 50 kids, or to have 50 million in your account for you to say, God, thank you for this day. I am grateful. Thank you for this little food I have. I am grateful. Thank you for this shelter you have given me. I am grateful. Gratefulness has to be part and parcel of us. We need to live with it. Number 7, the past cannot be changed. We cannot do anything about the past. There's nothing anyone can do about the past. All you have to do is forge ahead, move forward, look to the future. The more you keep sitting back and thinking, had I been, or had it been I did something, had it. We strive not to. We strive not to get to that point where we say, had it been, we did something. We try to move forward because the past can never be changed, be it by death, by anything missing out, anything that is lost, any failure, any disappointment. All we can do is move forward. Moving forward is the best remedy to the past. Moving forward with your head high is the best thing to your past. If you keep sleeping and crying and saying, had it been, you will keep standing on the same spot, not moving forward, and keep saying, had it been, had it been, had it been. Why not move forward and explore and try to see what the future holds for you, how bright the future is, and know that the past was a lesson, and the future now, it's something new, and that you have to learn from the past, not to make the same mistakes for the future. Number 9, judgment, a confession of character. This is the sweetest thing on my list that I could even come out with. Judgment are a confession of character. The people who judge the most are just the reflection of what they're judging. They judge because they've not been caught in the act. They judge because no one has seen them. They judge because they follow the crowd. They judge because they just want to judge and because they feel like they have to judge. We judge a lot. We judge a lot. And that's why I'm talking about, when I talk of we in this context right now, I'm mostly right now going to females. Trust me, we kill ourselves a lot and a lot. We kill our own kind, us girls. We call our friends a lot of names that you as a girl should not even call your friend that kind of name. No matter the situation, no matter you know, the predicament in which your fellow sister is in, or your fellow friend, or whoever, even if she's not related to you, we find delight in calling them names, in trying to make ourselves self-righteous and making ourselves self-worthy, and another woman or another person no worthless. It's just a reflection of who you were, and because, or who you are, but you're hiding. And because you've not been caught, you think that you have to follow the crowd and talk the same, you talk the same things that the crowd is saying, without any facts, without any, any concrete facts. I think that that is just a reflection of who you are. When you judge another person, the first thing that happens to somebody, what we do, the first reflex we have is a thought of a bad thing, just to judge the person. We don't sit to reflect, to think, like, if I were in her shoes, in his shoes, and I was being judged like this. Or you don't think, sit to think that what might have led to this person to act this way, or to do certain things in life, for us to just throw our words and judge them and say things and call them names. Number 10 is, you will fail if you quit. We all fail when we quit. When we keep trying, and at a certain point we are like, I'm done. I don't want to continue anymore. We're giving up. We always give up. All the time, we give up. And we need to try not to give up easily. Number 11 is, smiles are contagious, in a very, very good way, though. When you smile, wherever you are, you brighten up the room, the environment, your heart is healthy, your soul is healthy, your being is healthy. I was once never a person who liked to smile at all, but I laugh the hell out at any single thing and every given opportunity, because at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything, it doesn't take out anything from me. It only makes me more beautiful, and it only makes me healthier, and and it brings down a lot of stress on me. There are a lot of things that smiles and laughing has helped me to do, you know and I think that we should learn how to smile more often, especially the girls. When you smile, you're beautiful. You're more beautiful than when you frown, or when you're full of hate and you're just sobbed and mopping in a face that no one can understand. Why is she angry? Why is she so sad? And things like that. When you smile, you open up for a lot of beautiful things to get into your heart, into your mind, into your thoughts, and a lot of things happen. Smile is contagious, because when you smile, you get into a room where people are sad and you smile. You are very, very contagious in a way that the next person sees you smiling, and it's just like, I want to smile like this person and make the next person by me smile too. Even if the person is smiling just for 5 minutes, but you've done something great. Yeah. Kindness is free. Kindness is totally free. It is free, but it is hard for some people. It is hard to find kindness being free these days. No one wants to give anything for free anymore. Everyone wants to buy something and get something in return. People want to have women and buy them, give them, people want to give you something in return for something else. No one thinks that I can do something really, really great for somebody and not ask for something back in return. It's life. But we need to understand that kindness is free, and it is the sweetest thing you can do for somebody who is helpless. Even for somebody that is not helpless, even the rich need people to be kind to them for nothing. A lot of people need you to just be kind, because kindness is free. You know, kindness is is something that is not taught. I don't think anybody has to be taught how to be kind. It is something that is within. So I feel like I don't even know what to say on this particular part, but I know that a lot of people have been kind to me in my life, and they've never expected anything back. And they are rare to find such people. And that's not something that has to be rare on earth, because we are going through a lot already. Life is so hard that you need just the slightest kindness from anybody for it not to be something that you need to pay back. Yeah, I think so. But if you have anything different from what I'm saying, I'll sure like to know. And can you please just comment and let me know? And add also if you have something to add onto this 20 things that you need to always remember. Kindness is free. It doesn't hurt to be kind. It is totally free. You don't have to buy it, you don't have to sell it. Overthinking leads to sadness. We all know that when you think a lot, you stress a lot, it leads to you being unhealthy, it leads to your early grave, it leads to diseases, it leads to stress, it leads to, weakening of a lot of things. It makes you sad. Whatever it's making you overthink, we have to understand that it's not going to change if it's not supposed to change. So no matter how we think about it, I, for one, I think a lot. I do think a lot. And when I think a lot, I see that my face is all having wrinkles already without me realizing that the wrinkles are out of thinking. But I know for sure that thinking has never solved any problem. Thinking a lot has only destroyed and deteriorated my health or any other person's health. It leads to stroke. It leads to accidents on the road because I drive sometimes and I'm not even thinking when I'm driving, And sometimes I cross a lane without even checking at my side mirror if there was a car by me. But somehow I'm like, God, thank you. I don't know where my mind was. I don't know what I was thinking, but you let me cross this lane without hitting anybody or without anybody hitting me. Overthinking leads to death. Happiness is found within. You can never pretend to be happy. That's the honest truth. It is something that is genuine. When you're happy, it is genuine. It is not fake. There is no way to pretend to be happy because eventually you get tired. It is within. It is from the soul. If it's not within, if it's something you're trying to fake out for people to see that you're happy when there is no genuineness from within, it is blurry. It is not crystal clear. And so it is not even from within. It is just superficial and it fits easily. We need to learn how to cultivate being happy within. Positive thoughts create positive things. Definitely, when you think positively, a lot of good things come from it. Even when you think that in deep down in your soul, you feel like, I might not be able to do this, but I know that I can do it because there's nothing impossible on earth. Why is this person doing it and I can't do it? When you think of positive things, or only talking about positive things in your life can bring a lot of positive blessings. We are so full of negative energy that you get up from bed and I'm like, oh, did you dream of something really, really bad that you had to just get up from bed and you're thinking of all the negative things? We need to learn how to have the positive vibe, that can even impact somebody by us. Be positive, stay positive, because it leads to a lot of amazing things that you create them without even knowing how positive that was. Opinions don't define your reality and personality. Never. Not at all. Before you were even to do something, nobody's opinion mattered. But because you did it, everybody's opinion now suddenly starts surfacing because you've done something. If you want to be, I don't know, a superstar or something, don't let people's opinions define you or define your talent or define your reality that you cannot do it because of the way you look, because of your present situation or moment or condition. Never let anybody's opinion define you, because when you let them define you, that becomes your greatest nightmare and demon. The next thing you do is, I cannot do this because I have to start thinking of what they are thinking, of what they will say, of what they, and they comes before you, and they are not even putting you before them. Don't let people's opinion define who you are. Define your beauty, define your talent, define your health. Don't let anybody's opinion define who you are. If you let people's opinion come before you, you have to first of all know that the world is full of judgment and critics. So be prepared to embrace it. Shuffle it. Move ahead. Do you, do what you want to do, and let the rest fall back. And every step of the way, you will cross the bridge however you can cross it. People always will eventually cross the bridge when they get to that stage. But when you let people's opinion define your personality, define your reality, you're stuck on one space. You're stuck on the same spot. There's no way forward, there's no way backward, there's no way sideways. Things always get better with time. Eventually, they get better with time. Heartbreak, it might take 5 years, but eventually it will heal. Death eventually gets better with time. The void might not be able to be complete, but the healing process will take time, but it will get better with time. Jobs, you start a job and you're not well paid. With time, you might find a better job because of your experience you've accumulated throughout the years. It's very, very important. What goes around eventually comes around. That's the wrath of karma. We all know that. What goes around eventually comes around. You're dating a married man, sleeping with a married man, and you're expecting to get married tomorrow. Expect to have the same cries of the married woman. That's just the truth. Honestly speaking, that is the bittersweet truth of it. If you stab your friend in the back, be expecting to be stabbed back someday, somehow. It might be 10 years, it might be 20 years. If you do anything good, bad, expect it to come back to you. That's the truth.